All right, guys, this is kind of a serious topic, if not one of the most serious topics ever. World famine. Hungry people dying because they are hungry. How do you fix this problem? All right? How do you solve the hungriness of the world? All right? Well, apparently Elon Musk may be the man to at least pay for the feeding of the world. But you must have a good plan first. You must have a good plan, otherwise Musk will not part with his money. But he is the first billionaire that I've heard of in a while to actually admit that if someone has a good enough idea on how to fix world hunger and famine and all that kind of stuff, then he will absolutely flip the bill. He will stop world hunger and famine in its tracks. I think this is absolutely incredible if this happens. Now, Elon Musk, all right, very recently, Elon Musk is the first person ever to be worth over $300 billion. He's the first person on Earth to ever be, I mean, look at that smile, okay? With a smile like that, you know you're rich, okay? Legit. With 311 billion net worth, Elon Musk is now worth more than the entire, I should say, GDP of Pakistan. Wow, okay? Wow, he could buy Pakistan, kind of, okay? He would have a country. Now, this is interesting, right? 2% of Elon Musk's wealth could help solve world hunger, says the director of UN Food Scarcity Organization. Now, this is how it all came to be. You guys know, if you know Elon Musk, right? If you follow him on Twitter, I don't have Twitter anymore, but Twitter's evil, all right? It's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But anyway, Jack Dorsey, no, you're fired. But Elon Musk is always on Twitter, right? And he's always saying interesting and sometimes outlandish things, all right? Is this an outlandish situation? Because we're going to be reading from this today from Bloomberg, all right? Let's just get straight into it. Elon Musk wants proof that US $6 billion can solve world hunger. And if he gets the proof, according to him, he will absolutely do it, right? Let's read on this right now. So Elon Musk, the world's richest man, challenged a United Nations official's claim that just a small percentage of his wealth could help solve world hunger. So Musk was responding to comments by David Beasley, the director of the US World Food Program, who repeated a call last week following an earlier tweet this month asking billionaires like Musk to step their game up on a one-time basis kind of thing, right? Well, Beasley specifically called for action on Musk and Amazon's Jeff Bezos, right? The world's two richest dudes at the moment, right? The two men atop the Bloomberg's billionaire index. Now, just US $6 billion could help 42 million people from dying, Beasley has said. Wow. Is this going to come to fruition? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So if the World Food Program, using transparent and open accounting, can describe on his Twitter thread exactly how US $6 billion will solve world hunger, Elon says that I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it, Musk wrote in a Twitter post. Wow! I mean, if people in the know can prove that this can be done with the money that he can give, he will do it, according to him. This is interesting. So look, if you're one of those people that, sit in your house and think to yourself, I know how to fix world hunger, then shit, what are you doing? Get on his Twitter account right now and write this information down. Literally, you have to do this right now. You could be the piece of the puzzle that gets world hunger fixed. Literally, you can make it happen. Like, you don't need Elon's money. Not that you have Elon's money, not that anyone else does, because he's the only one on Earth to have his money, right? He's the richest guy on Earth. So, you can't help with money. But what you can help with is your mind, your brain, your ideas. If you've got an idea on how to fix it, write it down on Twitter, on his Twitter, okay? Follow the thread. So this is what we're talking about. 2% of Elon Musk's wealth is $6 billion. So in 2020, the UN World Food Programme, WFP, raised $8.4 billion. Now, how come it didn't solve world hunger? That's an interesting question. We're not going to get into that right now, but here is just the quick article of 2% of Elon Musk's wealth could solve world hunger, says the director of the UN Food Scarcity Organization. So this is what he said on Twitter, right? If the WFP can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how 6 billion will solve world hunger, then I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it. I mean, this happened 12:50 a.m. the 1st of November 2021. This is fresh. This is brand new. All right. So Musk obviously is the CEO of the electric vehicle company Tesla, which last week joined the handful of companies valued at more than $1 trillion. The guy's got bank. He's got dough. All right. He's got the dough and he knows how to spend it. If there's a good idea, of course, at least. All right. So the US 6 billion amount would be, get ready for this, just a small fraction of Musk's current net worth of US 311 billion. And get ready for this, and it's less than the US 9.3 billion his wealth increased on just one day, October 29 alone, says Bloomberg's wealth index. So let me read that again and narrow it down. On one day, he made 9.3 billion. In one day, the October 29th, right? And all they need is what, 6 billion of maybe to solve world hunger? Fuck! We could be looking at the end of world hunger. Now, look, I'm not obviously holding my breath, and nor should you, right? Take this with a grain of salt, but like I said, if there's a great idea by some smarty pants on earth, then Musk will do it. Do you have the idea? All right. Now, this is going down to his Twitter thread again, right? This is obviously what he said before. If WFP can describe on this Twitter thread, blah, blah, blah. But this is the second tweet. But it must be open source accounting so the public sees precisely how the money is spent. Now, if this is behind closed doors, if this isn't getting seen by public, if you can't audit the situation, if this is behind closed doors, then, who knows where the money's going to, kind of thing. But if this is going to be publicly seen, so anyone can see where this is going to, then yeah, he's keen to do it. This is interesting because the guy is not known for selling his Tesla stock. We'll read that in a second, okay? So Tesla forms the vast majority of Musk's net worth. He's very rarely sold stock in the electric vehicle maker whose shares reached a record of $1,114 per share right on Friday. Now, his fortune also surged thanks to his stake in SpaceX, a private space exploration company that was valued all about 100 billion last month. Shit, okay? So what do you guys think about this situation? Do you have an idea on how to solve this problem? Because when you see a photo like this, I mean, it's obviously traumatic, right? These kids, the families involved, millions of them, I'm guessing. I don't know. Thankfully, I'm not in that environment, thankfully, right? But millions of people in those environments around the world don't have food. A lot of them don't have water either. I mean, these are the things that we basically take advantage of every single day in the Western world and the Eastern world, and a lot of the world. Okay, a lot of the world takes advantages of turning the tap on and having water come out, fresh water. Going to the grocery store and having food come back to your house. I mean, this is the fundamentals of what we experience every single day, and it's pretty fucking great. Okay, when you think about it, it's pretty amazing. These kids and families like this, they don't have this situation. And yeah, if we can solve world hunger, then shit, write your idea down on his Twitter account right now. What are you waiting for? Stop watching me. Go do it. All right? Guys, we're on 2 different YouTube channels. Channel 2 and, of course, Channel 1, where we make travel films all around the world in the past kind of thing. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. I love you guys. My cat loves yous. Loves yous? Loves yous. Loves yous. We all loves yous. All right? I've been tall. My name's Gareth. See you tomorrow. Bye.